Good day, learners. I hope that you are all safe. Welcome to our practical research one, which is the qualitative research. Our first lesson is about the importance of research in our daily life. So yung first topic po natin for this subject is the importance of research in daily life. Bakit importante or bakit important yung research sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. And before that, kindly prepare your practical research 1 learning activity sheet. Okay, so before our lesson proper, let's have first an activity about sharing one's experience and knowledge in research. So this is about sharing kung ano-ano yung mga karanasan ninyo at mga ideas or kaalaman hinggil sa research. To do this activity, okay, so prepare your paper and answer the following questions. Okay, first, did you experience conducting or making a research in your lower years or in junior high school? If no, why? If yes, how do you find it? Okay? So, naranasan mo na bang gumawa ng isang research or pananaliksik nung ikaw ay nasa junior high school? So, kung hindi or wala, bakit? Kung yes or oo, ano yung mga naging karanasan or ano ang masasabi mo sa paggawa ng research? Next, second, when you hear the word research, what comes into your mind? Okay? Pag naririnig mo or nababasa mo ang salitang research, so ano yung pumapasok sa utak mo? And the third one, does the conduct or making of research difficult to you? Explain your answer. So, ang paggawa ba ng isang research ay mahirap gawin o hindi? Ipaliwanag ang iyong sagot. So, bakit siya mahirap or bakit siya hindi mahirap gawin? Okay, so let's move first. Let's discuss first the definition of research. So, ano ba si research? Research is significant in our everyday activities. It is the result of a thinking process that involves you, students, in questioning techniques or models. So that's why research requires us or requires you to inquire or investigate about your chosen research topic by asking questions that will make you engage yourself in top-level thinking strategies of interpreting, analyzing, synthesizing, criticizing, appreciating, or creating to enable you to discover the truth about the many things you tend to wonder about the topic of your research work. Okay, so research is a process of executing various mental acts for discovering and examining facts. So, various mental acts, that's why nandyan ang strategies for interpreting. So, di ba pag nag-i-interpret po tayo, ginagamit yung utak. So, mental acts yan. Yung pag-i-interpret, pag-a-analyze, pag-synthesize, at pag-criticize, at pag-appreciate, and to create para ma-discover natin yung truth or katotohanan. Okay? So, according to Lichman of 2013. So, yun yung definition given by Lichman 2013. Okay, so this is the inquiry model. So, inquiry model, when we say inquiry, inquire, nagtatanong. So, paano nagkakaroon ng inquiry? How inquiry starts? Okay, so sa inquiry model, it is stipulated here yung planning. So, ano yung nandun kay planning? It is to identify a topic area for inquiry. So, when you conduct a research, first thing to do is to plan. So, not just si planning. So, ano yung under sa planning? So, you identify a topic area a topic area rather for inquiry. So, you will not ask something kung wala ka pang in mind ba na gustong matuklasan. So, you have to identify ano yung topic na gusto mong malaman or gusto mong gawan ng research. Second, basta na. Okay, so, okay, so it is to identify a topic area for inquiry. Siyempre, unang-una, before you conduct a research, you plan for a topic or area where you want to conduct an investigation or research. You also identify here yung possible information sources. So, kung saan ka pwedeng makakuha ng mga idea about sa yung topic para mas widen yung understanding mo about this issue or topic. Then, you plan to identify your audience or yung magiging kasali ng iyong research or your respondents. So, sino ba yung magiging subject ko sa research? Sino yung gagawin kong respondents? So, you plan. And, as to retrieving naman, dito naman yung developing an information retrieval plan. Develop an information retrieval plan, yeah. Okay, so sa retrieving naman, you develop an information retrieval plan. You locate and collect sources, select relevant information, review and revise the plan for inquiry. So, dito naman, you will now access or dito mo gagawin ang pagkuha ng mga impormasyon sa naplanuhang pagkukuhanan hinggil sa yung topic. So, dito gagawin yung tinatawag na review of related literature or yung RRL. So, I think you are so familiar with this word, review of related literature. So, as to processing naman, here are the establishing a focus for inquiry. So, ano ba yung gusto mong gawin with your research? So, ano ang gusto mong malaman? You choose pertinent information, di ba? Dito ka pipili ng mga pertinent information na gusto mong malaman. Here, you conduct survey, interview, or any strategies of gathering your data. So, you record information, make connections and inferences, then review and revise the plan for inquiry. So, kung may mga pagbabago or parang yung process is mo-deviate siya sa plan mo, you have to revise your plan for inquiry. So, pag sinabing research, hindi porket na-plan mo na, hindi na siya pwedeng baguhin. So, pwede mo siyang baguhin as you go along with the process. So, hindi siya, stagnant. Hindi siya, kumbaga, kanang fix. So, if you think parang you need to change, so you can. Parang flexible. Okay? So, as to creating naman, dito mo i-organize, you organize information. Dito mo mag-organize ka na ng information. So, from processing, di ba sa processing, you conduct survey, you gather data. So, sa creating naman, you organize your information. Dito papasok yung presentation of your data, analyzing of your data, then create a product. So, dito na makikita yung kalalabasan or kinalabasan ng yung study. What your study tells about. So, ano yung lumabas na results. Then, sharing. Here, you communicate with the audience. Dito mangyayari yung defense or oral defense. Kung sa medicine, that is clinical trial. Sa mga school thesis or school research paper, it is called research defense or oral defense. And I hope we can do this before we end our semester. Then, evaluating, dito papasok yung peer review. Bali, yung research mo ay susubukang i-evaluate by conducting same research by other researchers. So, kung ma-confirm nila or same yung result nila, meaning okay or pasado na ang research mo. Halimbawa, yung vaccine for COVID-19, many researchers conducted the effectiveness or efficacy of their medicine. Some said 90% yung efficacy or effectiveness ng vaccine nila. Next po niyan is ipi-peer review siya to confirm kung talagang 90% effective ba yung vaccine nila. Kasi baka hindi nag-undergo sa masusing pananaliksik or research. So, ipi-peer review siya. So, pag na-confirm ng mga peer reviewer yung research mo, same result, so meaning okay and pasado na po yung research mo. Okay? Okay, next, let's take a look with these two things. The inquiry and research. This one, inquiry, and the word research. So when we say inquiry, it is to look for information by asking various questions about the thing you are curious about. So, paghahanap ng mga impormasyon sa pamamagitan ng pagtatanong hinggil sa isang bagay na gusto mong malaman. So, that's inquiry. So, di ba? Inquiry from the word inquire. So, pag-inquire daw nga to kung tagpila, no? So, meaning, when you say inquire, magtatanong ka. Then, when we say research naman, so it is to discover truths by investigating on your chosen topic scientifically. So, as a researcher or sa research, you investigate. Halimbawa, may nakita kang isang crash accident or car crash accident. When referring to inquiry, so you will ask what happened, who is involved, bakit nangyari ang accident. So, as to research naman, you dig deeper into some information. You may examine the place ng pinangyarihan ng accidents, baka yung place maraming nakaharang or masyadong kurbada or sharp yung curve na pag mabilis yung takbo ng isang sasakyan, pwedeng magdulot ng aksidente. Or baka yung road o yung kalsada ay basa, kaya madulas siya at pwedeng maging sanhi ng disgrasya, like that. So, that's research. You dig deeper into some information. Okay? Nakuha yung difference ni inquiry and research. So, sa inquiry, you ask question. Sa research, you investigate. Okay, another information about inquiry is that it is a learning process that motivates you to obtain knowledge or information about people, things, places, or events. So, sa inquiry, ang nag-uudyok para makakuha tayo ng impormasyon or kaalaman hinggil sa tao, mga bagay, lugar, at pangyayari. So, that's inquiry. We ask questions. Okay, so how do you do inquiry? So, paano gawin ang inquiry? Una, investigating or asking questions about something you are inquisitive about. Meaning, you ask questions, nagtatanong ka about something na gusto mong malaman. So, example, you saw a beautiful picture of a place. Then, you ask questions in order for you to know or to learn about that place. Second is collect data, meaning facts and information about that object of your inquiry, and examine such data carefully. So, halimbawa, you ask something about that beautiful place. You will now gather it. You will now store it in your brain. You examine such data kung tinuod ba to ang tubag sa imong friend na imong gipangutana about sa nakita nimo na place sa picture. Third, execute varied thinking strategies that range from lower order to higher order thinking skills or inferential, critical, integrative, and creative thinking. So, malalimang pag-aanalisa ukol sa napag-alamang impormasyon. So, from lower order to higher order thinking skills. So, at this point, you may think na, ay, basi nindot lang siya sa picture or kung unsa kahang mga klase sa tao ang nagpuyo din ha. Unsa kaha ilang mga culture, pareha ba kaha ang ilang kasulti sa ato or nganong gwapa man ang kana nga lugar like that. Okay, so let's move to the foundations of inquiry. So, saan ba nagmula ang idea or concepts about inquiry? So, it started with these three persons. First is the John Dewey's theory of connected experiences for exploratory and reflexive thinking. Second is kay Lev Vygotsky's zones of proximal development or the ZPD that stresses the essence of provocation and scaffolding in learning. And the third one is kay Jerome Bruni's theory on learners' varied world perceptions for their own interpretative thinking of people and things around them. Okay, so let's move to the elements of inquiry. So, bakit nagkakaroon ng inquiry or katanungan? So, una is changing knowledge. So, pag may nabagong impormasyon, we tend to ask questions. Diba? Then, second, creativity. When you create something, syempre, you need information. And to obtain or get information, you ask questions. Third, subjectivity, which means it involves one's opinion. So, subjectivity. Fourth, socio-cultural factors. So, our differences from other people. So, we ask other people about their practices, about their lifestyles, and others. And fifth, sensory experiences. We feel, we see, we smell, we heard. Whatever we encounter with our senses, we tend to ask questions. So, example, nakatamak ka og kuan, something. Oh, you feel it. Then you ask kung sa matong ahong na tamakan. Di pa convince, you smell. Charot. Ya, maragi hapon. Nangutan na ka, sa gyud ni siya. So, that's elements of inquiry. So, bakit nagtatanong? Because of our sensory experiences. So, number 6, higher order thinking strategies. So, when we investigate and dig deeper into other information, we use higher order thinking skills. Okay, let's move to the importance of research in the daily life. So first, it promotes people's interdependence or interpersonal relationships that the world needs for solving its societal problems. So through research, nakatutulong po siya upang mas lumalim ang relasyon ng bawat isa sa pag-resolba ng problema sa ating komunidad. Okay, next, research studies happen in any field of knowledge, be it in anthropology, in business, communication, education, engineering, law, and nursing, and among others, turn in a big number of research studies that reflect varied interests of people. So, yung research happens in any field. So, pwede siya sa anthropology, sa business, like that. Okay, so next, resulting from internal aspects, people cannot measure worldviews but can know them through numbers. So we cannot measure worldviews, perceptions, or opinions, but we can know them through numbers. So we can quantify or count how many yung nagsabi ng ganito or ilang porsyento ang nagsabi ng ganon. So that is So obtaining world knowledge in this manner directs you to do a research called qualitative. So this is a research type that puts premium or high value on people's thinking or point of view conditioned by their personal traits. So si qualitative research give high value on the opinion, mga perceptions or views ng mga tao or people. Okay, next. As such, it usually takes place in soft sciences. So, si qualitative research usually takes place in soft sciences like social science, politics, economics, humanities, education, psychology, nursing, and all business-related subjects. Kasi when it comes to medicine or health, kailangan gamitin ang quantitative research or the mixed method research because when you develop a medicine, you don't need opinion to measure the effectiveness of your medicine. So, you need experimental research. Kailangan mong mag-experiment. So, may control group at uncontrolled group. Okay? Okay, next. In a qualitative research, the reality is conditioned by society and people's intentions are involved in explaining cause-effect relationships. Things are studied in their natural setting, enough for you to conclude that qualitative research is an act of inquiry or investigation of real-life events. So, qualitative research, so people are involved and they are being studied in their natural setting. So you study people in their natural setting. So whatever their views or take to a particular issues must be taken by a researcher conducting qualitative research. Okay, so next, the importance of any researches in any of these two areas in business are to increase man's understanding of the truth in line with markets and marketing activities, making him more intelligent in arriving at decisions about these aspects of his life. So research types that are useful for these areas are the basic and applied research, that is according to Feinberg of 2013. So, research ay nakatutulong sa larangan ng negosyo or entrepreneurship where one can increase understanding of the truth. So, mas nasisiyasat kung ano ang mga tunay na nangyayari sa markets, making one more intelligent in making decisions or sound and good decisions. Halimbawa, as a business owner or entrepreneur, so bago po tayo magbukas ng isang negosyo, we conduct research to know about the situation in the market because we don't want to spend a centavo without ensuring good return. Then, next, qualitative research is important in promoting a full understanding of human behavior or personality traits in their natural setting. So, nakatutulong po si research or si qualitative research upang mas maintindihan ang human behavior or personality traits or yung mga character ng bawat isa. Next, research is instrumental for positive societal changes. So, si research ay gamit para sa magandang pagbabago sa ating komunidad. So, example, the researcher's invention or researcher's product helps change the life of our society. So, like for example, we have health crisis all over the world. So, through inventions of the through researchers' inventions, which is the vaccine, so it helps change our society. Next, it engenders respect for people's individuality as it demands the researchers' careful and attentive stand toward people's world views. Okay? So, si research ay nagiging daan upang maintindihan na bawat isa ay may kanya-kanyang pananaw o opinion. And then, research helps in a way of understanding and Interpreting social interactions. So, si research ay nakatutulong upang maintindihan ang pakikipag-interaction sa ibang tao. So, the interaction, okay, so the interaction of the people. So, through research, mas na-understand or mas naiintindihan yung interaction, pakikipag-socialize ng mga tao. Okay, next, the research increases the researcher's interest in the study as it includes the researcher's experience or background knowledge in interpreting verbal and visual data. So, si research ay siyang nag-uudyok sa isang researcher or mananaliksik na mas maging interesado sa bagay na gusto niyang malaman. So, research. Next, it offers multiple ways of acquiring and examining knowledge about something. Okay, so through research, we can be able to acquire or we can be able to get information or knowledge about something in many ways. So, nakakuha po tayo ng mga impormasyon tungkol sa isang bagay sa pamagitan ng iba't ibang pamamaraan. So, through inquiry, through observation, through experiment, diba? So, iba't ibang pamamaraan. So, we acquire and examine knowledge in multiple ways. Okay, so this activity or activity to which is the essay, all you need to do is to compose an essay about the importance or uses of research in our daily life, or compose an essay regarding the use of research in your daily life as a student. So, ano ba yung importance ni research for you as a student? So, that's it. Thank you and good luck for your research.